Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Aaron. Today I'm going to be going over the Nerf blasters for Nerf Gun Game 6.0. Can't believe I'm on the 6th one of these already. I have a ton of fun making them. Thankfully, they get to be some of my most popular videos. So hopefully you guys enjoy the 6th one. Can't wait to make it for you. Can't wait for you to see it. And I'm really excited to do the showcasing here for you guys. So without further ado, let's just jump in here and take a look at the blasters for Gun Game 6.0. Alright, to start it off, we got the Clear Shot. This is a zombie strike blaster. It has 4 darts. I believe it comes with 4 darts. It can shoot 1 dart at a time out of the barrel. And then you have 3 extra darts here. Prime it in the back. Voila, simple, works good, easy to reload. Comes with a scope that doesn't really do anything, but it looks cool. I guess that's all that's matter. That's a big thing about Nerf, and a really cool thing about all my videos, and especially the Nerf Gun Game videos. They gotta look cool, right? So I like the Clear Shot. It works good. It's simple. And yeah, moving on. Next up, I got the Rip Shot. This is a zombie strike blaster that shoots Vortex discs. It can store 3 in the front and then 1 right in here. Prime it back like that and fire. There you go. It shoots alright, but I hate this blaster. One reason is because you gotta put them in 1 at a time. It's kind of annoying and difficult to put the discs in all the way in the back. As well, when you prime it, this sticks all the way back. Then after you fire it, you still gotta slam it shut. I just don't think it looks that good either. Either way, it'll still make it into the video, and I don't hate it that much, but it's definitely not one of my favorites, that's for sure. Here we got the Brainsaw. This is another zombie strike blaster. I guess all the zombie strike blasters are starting off this gun game. Basically, a ridiculous rough cut. Has 8 darts. Prime it from the bottom. And, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Shoots 1 at a time compared to the rough cut, which shoots 2. I'm a much bigger fan of that. I do not like the blasters that shoot 2 darts or 2 rival balls or any of that at a time. Rather shoot 1 at a time, then I have double the shots rather than half the shots. Come on, Nerf. And as well, it has this little thing that doesn't really last. It lasts like half a second. But again, it's cool for videos, so hopefully we'll saw someone in Gun Game 6. This handle here doesn't really move, so it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, the handle's probably the weakest point of the blaster. Yeah, at least I think so. But I like the fact that it shoots 8 in a row as a shotgun, and it looks pretty cool. Alright, no more zombie strike blasters. We're going back to the old school Nerf blasters. This is a speedload. So it's really easy to load. It is a speedload for a reason. You just pop the darts in from the top, prime it from the back, and fire it just like that. It's just open on the top and you just put darts in, and there's a little max line where you can actually see the darts go in to see when you have your max 6 darts in there. I like it because it's easy to load. There we go. Alright, next up, I'm going to be dual wielding the stockade and the barricade. This is kind of an exception. I generally want to put new Nerf blasters in all of the Nerf Gun Game videos. I did use the barricade for like 5 seconds in Nerf Gun Game 1, and it barely got any time at all and actually didn't fit into the list of 20 blasters. That one was a little bit more sporadic and wasn't as linear as it should have been. So I thought I would use the barricade again, and I don't have any other dual wielding guns in Gun Game 6 here, so I thought I would get the stockade so you could dual wield them. They're basically pretty similar to the same blaster. Barricade came out in 2010, I believe, and stockade came out in 2012, and it's just the elite version. The only notable difference to me is that the stocks were different. There's a switch on either of them right here, and then semi-fire just like that. And they each hold 10 darts, which is a pretty good number for me, so I like them in the sense of that. Next up is the Firefly Rev 8. It can hold 8 darts in the front. You prime it back here, and it's called the Firefly because if you put batteries in here, it'll flash when you fire it. There you go. Don't want to blind anyone. Come on, Nerf. Usually all these toy companies get away from anything like that because of ridiculous safety reasons. They don't want to get sued or anything. Prime it in the back, and then you fire 1 at a time. It also holds 8 darts in the back, 4 on each side, which is pretty cool. Just blinding myself there, you know? Don't try that at home, that's dumb. On and off switch right here. Turn it off, move on to the next blaster. Looks like we're returning to the zombie strike blasters again. This is the Bio Squad. It's got 2 different firing mechanisms here. One, it can shoot the Bio Foam if you have it, which is this right here, which I've never tried. I can't imagine it works that well, but I don't really want to use it or waste it or clean up the mess. Come on, Nerf. Also comes with a water canister. You fill it up with water, pull the trigger, and it'll shoot water out. Not gonna do that right now because I'm inside here. The sliders aren't the most accurate when you're pulling it back because you jerk it and then you move the gun around. But yeah, it's okay. Again, I wish it shot 1 at a time, but it doesn't. But the fact that it has 2 different things on one blaster is pretty cool. Alright, next up is the Spectre Rev 5. It's got a stock in the back here that closes in and out. Holds 5 darts. Rotating drum pops out, just like the strong arm or anything like that. Prime it on the back. And there you go. Works good, looks good. I'm happy with that. Not a big fan of the drums that pop out. Come on, Nerf. Just another step in the process of reloading. One, you gotta pop it out, then you reload, and then you gotta pop it back in. Just takes a lot more time. That's why I like something like the Cyclone Shock, where it has a rotating drum, but then you don't actually have to pop it out. You can just reload it, because there's enough space on the sides. But yeah, I think the best part is definitely the silencer, and even if you put it on a different blaster, I think it would look pretty cool. Alright, here we got a Doomlands Impact Zone Blaster, the Desolator. I'm trying to get into modding a little bit more, modding some of my Nerf blasters, and this one for this video I actually did. So this is the internals of the Desolator. We got a safety locker switch here and here. This for the jam door, this to make sure that the magazine is in, and also, you can't pull back the trigger unless this is in as well. So basically just gonna cut all that out, resolder the wires, and yeah, should work good. Okay, jumping forward here, resoldered the red wire, the battery component, and resoldered the black wire here straight to this blue wire. So skipping the two switches here, cutting out this guy, which I think is just a safety mechanism to make sure it doesn't overheat. I'm not totally sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So just get rid of that, bypass everything. Now it's just a straight circuit. Battery compartment goes to the accelerator button, goes to the motors, and goes back to complete the circuit. So there you go. To rewire it is the exact same as rewiring a Strife. Comes with a 10 dart clip, 10 dart magazine, clipazine, whatever you want to call it. Pop it in and then just semi-fire it. Next up we got the Alien Menace blasters, the Ravager and the Incisor. Not a big fan of these guys. I just don't think they're very comfortable. They kind of look cool, but I don't know. I just don't think they look as cool as they should. They're not very comfortable. Man, that handle on the bottom of this is terrible. Come on, Nerf. Even worse on this one. But I'll show you how they work. It's rotating quadruple barrel. I don't even know what to call it. Does not work very good. Come on, Nerf. You prime it back. Fire, and it rotates, and then it shoots one at a time. Thankfully, it does not shoot both on one of the four ends here. Sometimes it goes like that, and then it's stuck halfway. See, and then it misfires. I don't know, man. Come on, Nerf. But it comes with 8 darts. It would be relatively easy to fire if this rotating barrel, or whatever you want to call it, wasn't so annoying. The Incisor I like a little bit better than the Ravager. It is a flywheel blaster and holds a ton of darts. I think it's like 24, 25, something like that. And semi-auto. Pretty cool. Other than the fact that it's a little uncomfortable to stock. I don't know what this is. Not very comfortable. The handle's not very uncomfortable. They're not the worst, but they're not the best, that's for sure. And yeah, works all right. Another annoying thing about the Alien Menace blasters is they come with these darts, which are gray and purple. Probably the worst colors that you can have for darts, because you lose them. If they're not brightly colored, you're gonna lose them. Come on, Nerf. And when you're doing something like Nerf Gun Game, you're gonna lose a ton of darts. I get asked that all the time. Aaron, do you lose darts? Yes. And then when we're done shooting, we usually spend like 15 minutes to go pick them all up. And we probably come back with maybe like 65 to 75% of the darts that we originally started with. Unless they're the rival balls, then you lose probably at least 50% of those. So if you're gonna get an Alien Menace blaster, I would recommend the Incisor over the Ravager. Next up we got the Cam Blaster. Flywheel blaster, accelerator button on the bottom, and then semi fires one at a time. Comes with a 12 dart magazine. Jam door on the left side. Pretty comfortable. The stock's not adjustable at all, which is something different than like the Rapid Striker. But the main selling feature of this gun is the fact that it has a camera on it. That's why it's called the Cam Blaster. It's a power button right here for the camera. Play or stop button, a fast forward button, and a delete button. There's also a record or stop button on the front over here. Also, you need an SD card that fits in just right here. So I'll start recording for you guys to show you what this looks like in the corner. Here you go. Hopefully you can somewhat see me on the camera there. And the annoying thing about Nerf blasters that have a camera on it is that it usually just doubles the price and the camera's pretty much useless. I would not recommend getting a blaster like this for the camera, because what are you gonna do with the footage? First of all you can see is the barrel on it. The camera quality, even though you spend like an extra 40 or 50 bucks to get it, is really crappy quality still. Come on, Nerf. No one's gonna like upload it to YouTube and show all their friends and be like, look at this awesome first person video I did. It's kind of useless. I would recommend just getting a GoPro and go play. And I can play. Looks like in the corner. Next up, I got a Vortex blaster. This is the Revonix or Revenix 360. It holds, I believe, 35 discs approximately, which is awesome. The more darts or discs or high impact rounds that you can hold, the better. Prime it in the front, and there you go. It's really cool. I don't know how the internals work on this, but all the discs are sideways, actually the way they fire, and then when you prime it, it somehow it somehow flips the disc up and shoots it straight. So I've never opened up the internals of this or looked up how it actually works, but it's pretty cool that it does that. To reload it is really easy. You just grab a disc, push it in, and there you go. This spins really easy as well, so discs, disc, disc. It looks really cool. It's this massive, awesome looking Nerf blaster, and the fact that it shoots 35 is pretty cool as well. Okay, this is the blaster that I have been most excited for. This is the Rival Artemis. Only one we're gonna be unboxing today. Big fan of the Rival. The fact that it holds, how many does it hold? 30, which is pretty sweet. I'm even more excited for the Nerf Nemesis. That thing's gonna have a hopper that can hold 100 of the Rival high impact rounds. I'm a big fan of paintball, and the Nemesis looks like it's gonna be the closest thing to a Nerf blaster that's gonna be like paintball, so I'm really excited for it. Okay. Prime it in the front, it's already all put together, awesome. In case you didn't know, the Rival blasters usually can shoot up to 100 feet per second, which is really awesome. Take a look at the manual for 2 seconds here. Okay, prime it. Whoa! Almost shot myself in the face. These things are so awesome, man. Oh, cool. I didn't even realize that either. It'll shoot one of the chambers at a time. That's awesome. And it also has slam fire. It's kind of nerve-wracking because they bounce back so easily. That's awesome. Really, really cool. Compared to something like the Chaos in the background here, this is so much better. The Chaos holds, what, like 50, I think? Maybe 50 rounds, and this holds 30, but yet it's half the size. It's definitely cheaper, and this would be so much easier to reload than something like the Chaos. This is probably my favorite Rival blaster so far. I at least like the stock blaster, and I can't wait for the Nemesis to come out to beat it as well. Well, that's the Artemis. Moving on to the next one. Alright, next up is my first AccuStrike blaster that I have acquired. This one is the Alpha Hawk. Primes the back, and there you go. Hold 6 darts in the rotating drum there. Just pops out with this button right there. Doesn't adjust at all. I definitely like the look at this one, and it feels awesome. Kind of like a sniper rifle or a DMR. Just a really cool rifle, really comfortable. If you don't know what an AccuStrike dart is, they're these new darts right here. Their tips are a little bit different. I'm not exactly sure how they work better, but yeah, supposedly because of these new tips, they shoot farther and straighter, and I will just believe them on that. So yeah, that's the AccuStrike. Okay, so this next Nerf product has got to be one of the most ridiculous ones I've used in a Nerf gun game video yet. This is a Nerf dog toy. Actually, is a Nerf dog toy as a grenade in Gun Game 1. But this one here shoots tennis balls. It comes with a tennis ball, blue and orange. Put it in the front. You shoot it all the way. Come on, Nerf. You push this button right here, pull it all the way forward. Pull it all the way back to prime, and now it is ready to go. You're gonna pull the trigger. And there you go. And then it also has a spot down here to put the tennis ball when you're storing it, or if you wanna have an extra one. In, back. Whoops. Might use that as a grenade, not totally sure yet, but we will see when it comes to it. Boom! Terrascout drone. How ridiculous is this? These things are way too much money. I spent right around $300 on this thing. Come on, Nerf. For you guys bringing you top quality content. It's so ridiculous and so impractical. They're cool and they're unique though. Comes with the remote right here. Got big treads on the bottom. Supposedly can do a lot of terrain other than wet. It said you're not supposed to do it anywhere that's wet. Hopefully it doesn't snow for when we shoot the video. Comes with an 18 dart clip here. Pop it in and out. Has an on and off button for both of them. Right there for the Terrascout. Right here for the remote. Has a camera on it. This one makes sense because obviously you need to see where your drone is if it's a distance away, and the camera quality on it is pretty terrible. Each the drone and the remote has a little switch for numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 if you want it on a different channel, so you could have 4 drones in the same area so you're not messing up the signal at all. So the left thumbstick moves forward. The right one turns it left and right. Don't want it to fall off the table here. There's 2 triggers in the back. The left one, so you guys can see it a little better. Down. It's not that much of a degree that it can switch, but I guess it's better than nothing. And then the right one is to fire, and it's automatic. feel like to really make this thing work, you need like a big 35 drum on it, because you're gonna go through those 18 darts so quick. I'll get the camera here. Do I have an SD card in here? No SD card. I don't know where it goes. Aha, there you go, that was easy. SD card goes in the top. Let me go grab one. And yay, it's recording. Get this to try and shoot me with. There we go. Point that. Yeah, come on. There we go. And now I'll get it to shoot me. Ow, that actually kind of hurts. Come on, Nerf. Hello. And stop recording. Awesome. So yeah, it doesn't come with its own SD card, so you gotta get that as well to go with it. Come on, Nerf. But other than that, yeah, it's the Terrascout drone. It's definitely really unique. It's definitely a lot of fun. Okay. Down, 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 down. There we go. Fire! Alright, if you get it, put a 35. Is this 35? This is 35, right? If you get the Terrascout drone, definitely get a bigger drum with it as well, so you can shoot way more darts with it at once. So yeah, a lot of fun. Can't wait to use it in the video. Oh, the dang thing fell off. Come on, man. Come on. Got him. Okay, so we got another exception to the rule of not using the same blaster in another gun game video. This is the Big Bad Bow, kind of like the Barricade. It made it into Gun Game 1, but for like 2 seconds, and it was one of my original Big Bad Bows, and just looked absolutely terrible. So, got another used Big Bad Bow here, except this time it's got the actual siding on it. Just in case you don't know, these are completely useless and just for looks. So usually with my Big Bad Bows, I just break them off, and when I'm done shooting Gun Game 6, I'm just gonna break these off. Oh, come on, not again. There we go. I'm just gonna break these off because they're completely useless. Once they're on, they're kind of hard to get off, so I'm just gonna snap them off and then throw them in the garbage because the main part of the blaster is just right here. In case you don't know what the Big Bad Blow, Big Bad Blow. Why do I always say that? Come on, Nerf. In case you don't know what the Big Bad Bow is, this is my favorite blaster. It shoots Nerf arrows. A lot better than the tiny little darts that are super easy to lose. Really easy to reload. Usually they come with a safety air restrictor on here, like pretty much every other Nerf gun. Prime it in the back, fire, prime it again, and reload. And these things come off. Super annoying. That's why these things are useless. Just get rid of these. Come on, Nerf. Unless you're gonna do it in a video, like a gun game video, and you want it to make it look cooler and bigger and the way it's supposed to be out of the box. I have about 10 of these. Growing up, my mom bought a whole bunch when I was really young as well, and we used to have Nerf wars with them constantly. The arrows lasted a lot longer. They're so much easier to pick up off the ground, put them on your blaster, and just fire again right away. So you can have like a constant, non-stop Nerf war, which is we used to have all the time, and we still do now because I bought a whole bunch recently. And because of that, and because it barely made it into Nerf Gun Game 1, I wanted to make it have an appearance in Nerf Gun Game 6. We're down to the final Nerf products. Got some melee weapons for the final weapons here. We got another zombie strike weapon here. This is, can't really remember what the name is. I think it's called the hammer kit. These things are really annoying in the fact that they're way smaller than they should be. I like the bigger swords, marauder sword or something like that. That looks awesome. Really soft, extremely safe. It looks cool, just wish it was a little bit bigger. Come on, Nerf. Smash someone over the head. One of the other melee weapons is this Doomlands throwing axe. Is that what it's called? Vigilance? Vigilance. Constant vigilance. It is, the Vigilance Axe. Okay. Doomlands product, extremely safe, so much foam. Again, there's no hard pieces in here or anything like that. Again, wish it was a little bit bigger, but it's still cool. I only have one right now. I wish I had more than one, but I don't. So we're probably gonna be using it as a throwing axe. Just one, and either that or the hammer will be the final kill. Well guys, that is all the Nerf blasters, Nerf products, Nerf guns, whatever you want to call them for Nerf Gun Game 6. Really excited for this video. Can't wait to shoot it. Can't wait to edit it. Can't wait for you guys to see it as always. They're one of my most favorite videos to make, and they're my most popular videos and most requested videos on my channels. Don't worry, I'm going to keep making them as long as I keep enjoying it, and I got a lot of other cool ideas to do similar videos as well. This will be the first video on the new Nerf Warfare menu. Don't worry, there'll be a whole lot more videos after this one as well to go along with the menu. Can't wait for you guys to see that when that comes out. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe. Comment down below if you like the video, what your favorite blaster is, and all that good stuff, you know. Hit the like button, hit the bell, all that typical YouTube stuff. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and Patreon and Snapchat and Tumblr and Twitch. And I'm just kidding. I do have Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook if you want to follow me on any of those. Thanks for watching. I'm Aaron Esser, or XX Nerfinator XX, or Stratos if you want to check out my gaming channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.